Well, perception is everything.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. I'm Airman Gear, your resident broadcast journalist here at the lovely Transit Center, Manas. And my guest today is John Oliver. You might know him as a correspondent for The Daily Show, and most previously, the host of The Daily Show while Jon Stewart was on his spiritual journey.
Spiritual movie journey. Yeah.
Right. Well,
he's nearly finished. He's in Jordan right now. He'll be back in a week.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so we're both.
I had the clearance to go to Jordan.
I don't think he had clearance. Clearance is 98% confidence. You know that. You can just go.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's how I got this job.
Exactly. Ask forgiveness later, not permission first. That's the first rule.
Write that down, kids.
That's the first rule of international diplomacy. It's a terrible rule, but it is the first rule.
And all the rules of diplomacy are important.
That very much so.
Well, okay. So, about what time did you get in?
That is hard to say because my body is scrambled like an egg. I think we got in late last night about 9 o'clock, and then we came in, I want to say last Saturday morning, and we were here for a few hours, sitting in Pete's place in full IBAs, drinking the only two beers that you are allowed per day.
How'd you like those?
Well, do you know what? You've stretched the concept of 2 beers, that's for sure. Because I had 2 sips of one of those 9s, and is that not worth about 3 beers?
We hope it is.
Can you not clean? Is that not industrial cleaning fluid? It burns a little on the way down.
You didn't. Well, you did hear from me. I've seen some of the people who were cleaning, like dumping some of that in there. But I thought it was just they were sneaking it to.
You've definitely stretched the term 2 beers to breaking point.
Well,
but it was delicious. I also had gin and tonic in a can. I've never had that. Yeah, I've never had that before with the Union Jack around the outside.
When you pop it, does it make the sound?
Well, when you pop it, the British national anthem comes out.
Nice. I thought we'd just go.
You've taken one of the classiest drinks in humanity, and you've reduced it to kind of trailer park trash. You've Americaned up the gin and tonic.
I actually read I don't know if it's a review. Basically, someone had an excuse to write something one day for a newspaper, and apparently it says that drinking stuff out of a can is better than a bottle.
Is that true?
So,
and that's based on what?
I think I guess, personal perception. I didn't really read the article. I just go, well, okay.
Yeah, okay.
If I wanted to prove something on Facebook, I can just.
Here
you go, people.
I'm not against cans, but a gin and tonic should be drunk in a tall stemmed glass by ideally a British spy. And otherwise it should not be drunk at all.
I got you. I mean, we just wanted it to.
Yeah.
We just had to mobilize it.
Yeah, that's true.
Having those glasses, like breakable glasses.
That's what.
Plastic, you don't want plastic.
I take it all back. You're absolutely right.
Glad I could.
That is just good logistics at work.
Well, glad I could change your mind. We're all about logistics.
Yeah, I know that.
So, how do you probably haven't had a chance to really see much of the place?
We've walked around, so we were in Pete's place a lot. We walked around, we went to get our IBAs fitted. That was fun. And for about 2 minutes until it became too heavy. And so I've been living with that IBA for the last week. And I cannot believe I haven't lost it. Because they said, but when we picked it up, they said, listen, you'll pay for this if you lose it. So I already mentally was going, well, I'm definitely going to lose it now. So I wonder how much it's going to cost.
No, trust me. If you were in any place where it was necessary, you were hugging that.
Yeah, so we definitely got some good wear out of it.
Right on. That's good. Where all places did you go?
We went around. We were fob hopping. So we went here to Bagram to Mazi al Sharif, and there we went to Killaguy, to Harriston.
Is it really called Killaguy?
It is called Killaguy. It is. There is actually a fob called Killaguy. Yeah. I think it was an old Russian name, but there seems no reason to change it.
So they probably might have been mispronouncing it.
That's right. They were gonna change it to Shoot a Dude, but
they wanted to keep it kind of classic.
Exactly. They go with the original Russian instead. Yeah.
Right on. And you were just there doing
We've just been doing shows. We've just been hopping around fobs for the last week in Afghanistan, and it's been amazing. It's been, we were, especially seeing as we were getting there via Black Hawk. It's definitely the coolest way I've ever got to and from any gig.
That feels like Does it feel like totally legit?
It feels incredible. You know, you feel more powerful and strong, and then you realise, all I'm doing is going to tell jokes.
Did they play like Flight of the Valkyries?
They didn't need to, because I was playing that in my mind the whole time, thinking, oh, I'm gonna let's go get someone.
Did you ask to use the fast rope? Like, no, boys.
No, although the first flight, I guess it was only natural that they screwed with us. The first flight, they said, sit in, that's called the hurricane seat over there, you'll enjoy it. And I thought, that sounds cool. I didn't realise that it sounds cool, and physically it's an absolute aberration.
Because
the whole time, 40 minutes of, I thought I'd broken my nose.
Hurricane Seat's not just like a clever name.
No, I thought, exactly. I thought Hurricane Seat, that's just a cool name. It's not a warning of don't sit in there, because it'll be like sitting in a hurricane for 40 minutes. But it was incredible. And so, yeah, it's going to take a lot of getting used to not go to gigs and even going to work every day in a Black Hawk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should like kind of put that.
Yeah, that's
when you got to renegotiate.
Maybe my next contract negotiation. That's right. So
I request a Black Hawk.
That's right. I'll just point that out to John when he gets back. I want a Black Hawk to and from work. That's all. A Black Hawk to, and I want a quality DFAC at the show. I want that all the time. And I also want bingo every week, because clearly that has destroyed the morale of this base somehow. It's either elevated it or it's potentially a war starting. I've never seen anyone take bingo so seriously outside of a Florida retirement home.
And I've been to in that same Florida retirement home playing that bingo. They don't mess around.
I think there's slightly more fistfights over bingo here than there is in a Florida retirement home.
I can speak from experience. When you like see that next number being called, and that's your number to get bingo, and somebody calls bingo right before you're about to get it.
Yeah, that is where it's a good idea not to have any of the M16s around.
Well, it's just an awful feeling.
Yeah, I've never been anywhere on Earth. I had to fly all the way to Kyrgyzstan to see bingo in its most passionate form. Say what you like about Manas, you people love bingo.
We play hard.
You do play hard when it comes to bingo. Yeah. You bingo hard. That should be your new phrase. Welcome to Manas, bingo hard.
Can we get that? You take suggestions?
Yeah, that's right.
I think there's a suggestion box. We'll just
that should be the patch for the base now. Bingo hard.
We'll put it like right under here.
Exactly. Bingo, get rid of that. Bingo hard.
Instead of like Liberando's deliver, which we have, just bingo hard.
You've used that. You've used it well. It's time to move on. Bingo hard.
For like the next generation.
But yeah, it's been an amazing experience. My wife was prior service. She was in the army, which I know that Air Force immediately turned their nose up at that.
Same
anyway.
team. Same team.
But
that's what I'm trying to say. Same team.
They don't think so. Okay. I've heard that's one of the main things that I've enjoyed over here is that it's clear that no one loves each other more than the military, and no one talks to each other as much as the military. I've never heard so much smack talk in my life.
It's like it's part of the fun.
I guess, I guess it is. I guess it is. It's just they've again around Afghanistan. They've at the moment their minds are all based around the day that they get to have ice cream, and then they heard that you have ice cream here every day, and that has not gone down very well.
Well,
they say that they've heard that you just watch your ice cream melt in the bowl, like the ultimate power move. I don't even want it.
I'm going to do that now. And I'm going to film it and I'm going to send it to them.
Just to annoy the army. A little clip of you going, look, I'm just going to watch it melt, and then I'm going to throw it away.
What they don't know is a lot of times that ice cream dispenser, most of the time it's broken.
Oh, okay.
So.
All right, that's good to know.
So looking at I mean, that one day they get to get it is probably great.
Oh, yeah.
And then having it here and constantly just walking by and you're like, awesome, ice cream. And then you walk by the machine and
that's worse in a way.
Someone like kind of fumbling with it, and then you're looking at them and they kind of look at you and just go,
no, not today.
Sorry.
Not today. But you could fall back on an ice cream sandwich though.
Right.
Yeah.
You do have to pass by the ice cream sandwiches to get to the ice cream machine.
Classic.
So my whole point.
Classic Air Force complaint.
Yeah.
Listen, I like to have my ice cream straight from the dispense. Sure, I could have an ice cream sandwich, but what am I? Navy?
What I got? opening a package with fingers when there's a whole contraption that does it for me.
It has been amazing.
No,
Coming from New York, working for a comedy show, you know, I am used to hearing smack talk, but this has elevated it to an art form.
It's funny 'cause when you talk about the smack talk, and everybody does this.
Everybody.
When they hear about something, they go like if it's something going wrong or something going right.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's like the same kind of report for each one. If something goes wrong, they just go, well, who was there?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it was Army. It's like, of course. Or it was like, oh, it's like Air Force guys. You're like, of course. Or is a name any branch, no matter what it is.
It's great.
Who is it? Figures.
It's amazing.
But if something's going right, at the same time something where it executes perfectly, like, man, who did that? Man, it was the Army.
Yeah.
You're like, of course.
I love it. It's deep, deep love surrounded by layer upon layer of massive contempt.
That's part of the joy of getting in.
It sure
It's
is.
one part of the culture you get to partake in.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm getting a wrap-up signal from... Yep, from him. All right, well, I want to thank you for taking the time. It's really awesome for you to do this.
It's a pleasure. Thank you for everything you guys do over here. It's been so awesome to see it.
Okay, thank you. And again, I can't thank you enough. So I'll cheers to you.
Hey, bingo hard.
Boom.
Bingo hard, Kyrgyzstan.
Allow me to play you out.
Awesome.
Thank you very much.
Thanks so much.